In a dense forest surrounded by towering trees, a small black bear cub named Creedence wandered further than he ever had before. The sun was high, casting dappled light through the canopy, and the scent of fresh berries filled the air. Creedence's mother had gone to forage for food, telling him to stay close. But Creedence was curious, always eager to explore the world around him. As he wandered deeper into the forest, a fluttering caught his eye, a bright blue butterfly. Mesmerized, Creedence began to chase it, forgetting all about his mother's warning. The butterfly danced on the breeze, leading Creedence through the underbrush and over moss-covered rocks. He swiped at it playfully with his paws, giggling as it fluttered just out of reach. But when the butterfly suddenly disappeared into the dense foliage, Creedence realized he didn't recognize his surroundings. The trees looked unfamiliar, and the scent of his mother was gone. Creedence looked around, his heart starting to race. He called out with a soft, worried whimper, but no answer came. His little belly growled, and he sniffed the air for berries. Not far from where he stood, he spotted a bush covered in dark, purple berries. Remembering how his mother had shown him which ones were safe to eat, Creedence eagerly approached the bush, but as he reached out to pluck a berry, his paw brushed against something sticky and strange. He looked down and saw a patch of mud that seemed to cling to him, thick and deep. Before he knew it, his other paw was stuck too, and no matter how hard he pulled, the sticky mud wouldn't let go. Creedence whimpered in frustration, his curiosity having led him into yet another problem. Just then, a rustling sound came from nearby. Creedence's ears perked up, and out from the bushes came a raccoon. The raccoon tilted its head at the sight of Creedence struggling. It chittered a little laugh, as if amused by the cub's predicament. "Curiosity got the better of you, huh?" the raccoon seemed to say with its mischievous eyes. Creedence huffed, embarrassed. He eventually learned how to wriggle his paws free, though he was now covered in mud. Now sticky and tired, Creedence continued through the woods, his little paws leaving muddy prints behind. He tried to remember which way he had come from, but everything was unfamiliar. Then up ahead, a flicker of movement caught his attention. It was a stream, bubbling gently as it made its way through the trees. The sight of it lifted his spirits. Eager to follow the water, Creedence hurried toward it, but his foot caught on a root hidden beneath the undergrowth. He tumbled forward with a surprised yelp, rolling right into the stream. The cold water shocked him, and he sputtered as he scrambled to the shore, now drenched and shivering. Wet and frustrated, Creedence plopped down on the bank of the stream, feeling a bit sorry for himself. He missed his mother's warmth and the safety of her presence. Just as he was about to give up, Creedence sat still, his ears twitching as he listened carefully. At first, he heard only the gentle flow of the stream and the rustling of leaves. But then, faint and far away, he heard a familiar sound, a low grunt, like the one his mother always made when she was nearby. His heart leaped with hope. He scrambled to his feet and began to follow the sound, weaving between trees and hopping over logs. His earlier clumsiness forgotten, the sounds grew louder, and soon, through a break in the trees, Creedence saw her. His mother. She was searching the ground, her nose close to the earth, worry evident in her features. Creedence called, running as fast as his little legs would carry him. His mother's head shot up, and when she saw him, her relief was obvious. She rushed over, and as Creedence nuzzled into her warm fur, she licked his muddy, wet coat clean, soothing all his fears. His mother pulled him close. Creedence rested, grateful to be back by her side. As the stars began to twinkle above them, mother and cub curled up together, safe and warm. The forest, once so big and confusing, now felt familiar and comforting again. With his mother by his side, Creedence knew he would be all right, no matter how curious he might get.